Hi, this video is going to talk about dissociative imagination. Now, this is one of the parts of the online disinhibition effect which is most prevalent in online gaming and also when you're more asynchronous, I would say. Okay, so what actually is it? So, etymologically, dissociative imagination. So, dissociative is to be separated from something, so to distance, to separate. And imagination is obviously comes from the verb imaginary, which is a picture of oneself. So to imagine something, so an image. So to separate an image. So there's two distinct characteristics there, separate and image, which are actually quite key in dissociative imagination. So what actually is it? Now, John Sulis states that when people are online, they create a avatar, a character, a persona. This persona is said to be separate from their daily life. So Mazzola-Randles is one person. But then Mazzola-Randles, who plays online, plays games, for example, is a different persona entirely, apparently. John Sulis says that people live in a make-believe world with make-believe dimensions, and their time is magically suspended, and people don't take responsibility for their actions that they have done online. So, for example, if somebody was particularly toxic online, they could log off the computer, go about their daily life and not feel any responsibility for the actions that they have that they completed as their online persona. He says they split or distance themselves from online fiction to offline fact. Now, I thought that was a really quite a cool way to put it, actually. So online is fiction, offline is fact. Interesting concept. I think the main point that I want to make about this is the fact that people compartmentalize themselves. So if you remember a few videos ago, we talked about the compartmentalization where we had the little red box and the blue boxes. So it's very much like that. People create this persona online with a specific avatar that might not actually look anything like them. So if I just show you this avatar generator here, this one. This is a generator that can make any avatar you like. You can make yourself look however you want. So as you can see, I'm just randomizing them at the moment, but you get the picture. You can be anything you want. Now, I created a little avatar for myself. This one here. I think it looks somewhat like me. Smoother skin, straighter hair, probably. But it kind of is a visual representation of me as an avatar. But people don't necessarily do that. They create something completely different that is completely abstract and looks nothing like them. So this becomes a character. So you become a character in an online environment, an online dimension, for example. Really, really interesting. So the main points. People create an imaginary character online. People believe that the imaginary character created exists in a different dimension. People split or dissonate online fiction with offline fact. People believe that their online life is a kind of a game and the game rules don't apply to their own identity. So they see it as a game. Dissociative imagination, it's just a game. Is it just a game? I don't think so. You are still held responsible for the actions you do online and offline. But dissociative imagination blurs that lines between that online and offline world. And the online disinhibition effect is quite evident in this case. So that's dissociative imagination in a nutshell. Thanks for watching. I do hope this video has been useful. If you've got any comments, questions, queries, just get in touch. Have a great day. Bye.